Hey all of you wonderful outdoor peoples. Now I know I haven't posted for 2 months, but I will be posting for the spring. The reason why I didn't post in those 2 months is because I haven't had any ideas. So, fill me with the most amount of ideas that you possibly want to give me. I will have so many videos coming out during the spring and summer, or hopefully more videos for the spring and summer. In this week's video, we are going to be talking about chickens and an update on those peanuts that I made a video on the other month. You see? So, I am going to show you the video of the chicks 3 weeks ago a little video of the chicks 3 weeks ago and how much of a size difference they had in those 3 weeks. So I'm showing it to you now, and I'm going to grab one now and see if I can show it to you. Look at the size difference. It's a huge difference, because 3 weeks ago they were only just a tiny thing, and now it's big. It's halfway to the size of a regular chicken, and it's all because we have a constant supply of food. We feed them a lot. And this will be really good if you're trying to get them ready for fair on time, or if you're trying to raise them for meat. If you're trying to raise them for meat, you can get them raised quickly, and they will eat. They will eat. Or if you're trying to get them ready for eggs at a certain time. Another thing that you need if you want them to grow fast are heat lamps. Those heat lamps are essential for the winter time, because during the winter, this is the only thing that keeps them from getting freezing cold. When it's blizzarding outside, these guys are in here at a constant degree, because we shut them off and turn them back on at a regular time, but they're at a constant degree. So you need heat lamps during the winter, and then you need them for the rest of their lives, because in their outdoor coop you need heat lamps so they can stay warm during the winter. So another thing that you need for them to be able to grow, and this is for everything that needs to be grown, plants, other animals, you need water. Now I'm going to show you what a chicken, this is what a chick water looks like. It's not full at the moment, but there's water in it. That's what a chick water looks like. The bigger the chickens get, the bigger the water needs to be. So for these guys here, they have this for a waterer. And those guys are only 2 weeks old. These guys are 3. The reason why you need to get a bigger one, the bigger they get, is because they're going to drink a lot more the bigger they get. So, another thing you need for chickens is bedding and a big enough container. I have who knows how many chickens here, and we have a stock tank, and this is like a horse trough, or like a horse watering tank. we got these from my grandma who lives out in the country, and she has 4 horses. And she uses these to water, or to let her water, or to let her water, to let her horses drink out of them. And these are already almost too small because these guys are jumping out. And so, and you need bedding, and you need to replace it because these guys poop a lot. And some chickens, when you get them at first, if you can't always have the right bedding. You have to do research on the type of chicken does better with the type of bedding, because when we first got our chickens, their bedding would get stuck to their butts and they'd poop on the bedding, and then their poop would get stuck to them and we had to wipe their poop off of them so they could poop and not get sick. But after a while, they got better at cleaning themselves, so they clean the poop off themselves. And you need to replace that bedding. You don't need to completely replace it. You need to put more on top. And when it gets really bad, then you need to completely replace it. Like, you need to completely overhaul. So that is what you need for chicks. Adult chickens, you need to have a place where they can roost, or a place where they can sit high off the ground where they can get to, and it's still high enough off the ground where it keeps predators away. And if you keep them in a cage, like in a coop, you need to have like always blocked off so no predators like possums and coons get in. And you need to keep an eye and see if there's any holes in the top or the sides or anything, or if there's getting anything dug, or you need to keep an eye on that, because that predator, if only one's gone, you think it's never coming back. It's coming back. So you need to watch their coop. And you still need to grow the watering and the feed. What my grandma uses, because she has chickens, she uses a gravity-fed watering, or a gravity-fed feeding, whereas PVC, and it's pretty long. It's about as tall. It's probably 4 or 5 foot long, and then at the bottom it's curved, and that's where the food falls out, and we put the food at the top, and that's where they eat, and we have 2 of those. And then for their watering system, she has a big container that has water in it, and the only time it puts out water is when they peck on a little yellow thing, and whenever they peck, that water comes out and they drink it. If I can find a picture, I'll show it to you. So that's what that's what the adult chickens have. Now, what you all been waiting for, probably not have, but what you all been waiting for is the peanuts that I had a while ago. I actually added peanuts. The peanuts that I showed you, probably only 2 of them were growing right, because mold gets to them real fast. So here's the peanuts. You don't always have to have the most high-tech or the most expensive thing in the world to keep them in. It would be better if you did, but you don't always have to. You can go cheap. The reason why I went cheap, because I'm dirt broke. So I just found things around the house to put them in, and it worked. Those will be ready to transplant as soon as possible. They're actually ready to transplant right now because they've got flowers on them. But those would be, the second I need them, that I could transplant them, because in those plastic containers, they just fall right out. The second you turn them upside down carefully, the cup comes right off the dirt. And its root system is so good that it keeps the dirt together. Those have flowers on them, so the way I taught will definitely get you a peanut plant, because those flowers turn into peanuts. And there's a lot of them on there already. So that means those peanut plants are going to be absolutely amazing, because one flower equals one peanut. So when you get a lot of flowers, you know you're going to get a lot of peanuts. So I would say that does it for this video, and if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If you have any video ideas, tell me in the comments, or I will put a link for my Discord in the description. Go to that and you can give video ideas also. And this is me signing off. See you next time.